Hello everyone! If you've survived the new year, then it's time to head out to survive on a more epic adventure. Zombies, wildlife, apocalypses and all that. Which is what I'm going to talk about today in a selection of 20 interesting survive on smartphones. So please support this video with a like at the very beginning, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. All links to the games are already in my Telegram channel, link in the description. Let's start with winter survival. Since it's winter now, which immediately reminds us of the long dark due to its stylistics, where we also have the opportunity to create weapons, from melee to firearms. Secondly, all this might not have the best graphics, but compensates with realistic physics where felled trees don't just turn into logs, but actually fall. The campfire doesn't burn forever and needs to be maintained, while simultaneously gathering food, water, and other resources to survive and find the missing father of the main hero in a certain post-Soviet aesthetic with well-developed mechanics. Finally, this open-world survival game with a style reminiscent of Zelda has been released. This means no more closed servers, progress deletion, and the like. In other words, pure enjoyment from survival with resource gathering, crafting various items, including mechanisms, gardening, farming, and of course, building a unique home. So, if you like such sandbox games, there's plenty to do here. However, despite the colorful visuals, the gameplay is still a bit raw, but considering the recent release, it's forgivable. There's this game like Frostpunk, which I often talk about, as it combines game construction elements with economic and even political aspects, where the more people there are, the harder it is to please them, trying to find compromises. However, the problem is, it's been slow to come to smartphones, though such a version is being developed. The well-worn zombie apocalypse genre, which still manages to be used by various game developers, but of course trying to bring something new. For example, in this game, zombies are joined by aborigines, cultists, as in the forest. But for smartphones, this is also a novelty. Co-op is also from there, and even bosses to fight in a top-down shooter format. As often happens with some popular games, there are imitators. This one, for example, tries hard to resemble the console game The Last of Us, and at times, it succeeds. Of course, it lacks the deep and gripping story. However, it has post-apocalyptic locations, where you can even enter houses to loot. In that world, zombies play the role of NPCs and real players as other survivors, which brings a dose of unpredictability to each game, as it's unknown how other gamers will behave. The game offers a unique combination of survival, combat using a variety of weapons, and shelter building. In this world where the boundaries between civilization and the wild blur, players must fight for their survival, exploring vast territories, gathering resources, and upgrading their equipment. This game transports you to a small island where every square meter may hide dangers or resources for survival. With pixel graphics elements and an emphasis on exploration and crafting, the game offers an engaging survival adventure in a minimalist style. In this game, you become the captain of your ship, exploring the endless seas in search of adventure. Build and upgrade your ship, hire a crew, and set out in search of treasures, facing pirates and other dangers of the deep. Survival on a deserted island with realistic survival mechanics. Players must gather resources, build shelter, and hunt to survive as long as possible in complete isolation from civilization. In this game, you find yourself on an unexplored island after a shipwreck. Your task is to survive using the island's limited resources. Explore the territory, craft tools and weapons, hunt and defend yourself against wild animals. The game is a mix of survival and role-playing in a post-apocalyptic world. Explore ruined cities, fight mutants and other survivors, build a shelter, and try to create a new society from the ruins of the old world. Survive in a zone filled with anomalies and dangers, reminiscent of the zone from the Stalker game series. Explore the territory, collect artifacts, fight mutants, and try to find a way to escape from this dangerous place. Venture into an open world full of horrors and mystical creatures. This game combines RPG and survival elements, offering players the chance to explore a forest full of dangers, develop their character, and fight monsters. Build and develop your settlement in a post-apocalyptic world. Manage resources, engage in agriculture, construction, and defense against enemies to make your settlement thrive in new conditions. The game offers a unique storyline and deep survival system in a world overtaken by a zombie apocalypse. Explore the city, look for food and water, interact with other survivors, and uncover the mysteries of this world. Survival on an abandoned Earth after a long space journey. Upon returning home, the hero finds the planet engulfed by the desert. Your task is to restore the ecosystem and make the Earth habitable again. A game where survival is combined with clicker mechanics. Mine resources, craft tools, and build shelters to protect yourself from the dangers of this world. Survival in a world where every decision you make affects the course of events. Explore, fight, make decisions, and try to survive in a world full of dangers and mysteries. The game transports you to a deep forest where you must survive among wild animals and natural disasters. Build shelter, hunt, and gather resources to ensure your survival. Survival in an open world with sandbox elements. Explore the world, fight zombies, build shelters, and interact with other players to survive in this dangerous world.